Welcome to the 25th BB&T Football Jamboree, and it's just an exciting time, a great time, and it's good to come here and see a lot of old friends. Trot Nixon. I'm just going to give you, there's so many pages here, I'm just going to give you a few things on Trot. Trot played 12 years in the major leagues. Most of his career, his 10 years, was with the Boston Red Sox. He had a batting average of 274, 137 home runs, and 555 RBIs. He had a wonderful career as a professional athlete, and probably more so as a dad and husband, and just being a good person. Trot's amateur career, he played for New Hanover High School here in Wilmington, as most of you know. His senior year, he was a state player of the year in both football and baseball.
One day you'll understand what I'm saying. But for all you coaches, it's just another reminder of how much of an impact that you are. You know, I look at Coach Miller and see all the years that he coached. I can't imagine, and some of you are in the same position too, the amount of lives that you impact on a daily basis, on a yearly basis. I guarantee you, some of these guys, may have lived, some rough life, but I guarantee you they'll go back, their best times were spent on a football field. They'll always remember his coaches.
We have one new coach this season. He took his team last year to the state title game when he was coaching at Pender. Tom Eanes is now the coach at Ashley. Pender went to the 1AA title game. Didn't quite make it, but they got there. Okay, the third scrimmage is going to be Ashley and West Brunswick. Ashley, coached by Tom Eanes. Ashley was 3-8 last year, and Tom took the Pender to the state, the 1AA title game last year. And welcome to the Jamboree and to this area, Tom.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
What's the biggest challenge when you come in and start coaching a new team?
Well, especially with what we do, I think it's a little bit different than most people do nowadays. So, coming in and trying to install a triple option, our offensive linemen not even have their hands on the ground for the last 2 years. It's just a different animal. It's like, we're speaking Chinese sometimes to them. But those kids over there have adapted very well as far as they were eager, they want to do, and so they've stepped up and done everything you can ask.
From Hoggard High School, Scott Braswell. And Scott, last year you didn't have a typical year for Hoggard. You were 4-7. You were 1-7, then you won your last 3. You're going to keep that momentum going into this season?
We sure hope to, and again, I think that's a credit to the job that our coaches did on the staff of just continuing to work with the kids and develop the kids.
You've got 23 seniors and 34 juniors listed on your roster. That's a lot of experience coming back. That should help, shouldn't it?
It is. We had a young team, especially on offense last year. We only had one returning starter coming back. This year we kind of flipped roles. Defensively, we're much younger. Coach Turner, Coach Underwood, and Coach Brown do a great job with our defense. They continue to develop those guys on the field. But we feel like with that returning offense, particularly in the offensive line, we've got a good nucleus of kids. They've worked hard, like the other coaches have been saying. They've committed themselves in the weight room. We've had a good, productive summer. And, we continue to try and work and get better. Like the other coaches, I think we're going to find out a lot about ourselves tomorrow night. We go up to Wallace, a good place to play football, and then obviously Friday night against Roman and his guys in South Brunswick. So we'll find out a lot more about ourselves this week.